What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another video. We're gonna hop right into this one. Y'all saw the title. If I had $0, no money in my pocket, how I would still build a six-figure business flipping everyday items. So starting off in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I would do it and how I have done it in the past, step by step. So when I started, I had no connections, no money, and no idea what I was doing. But in the last few years, I've built this into a 5-figure monthly income stream. This right here is a screenshot from back when I was first getting started. I didn't start with thousands of dollars, but I was still able to scale it to the point where I'm making thousands of dollars in profit every single month. Now, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time and work to build to the point that I'm at now, but it's 100% worth it. As you can see right here, I just started out with very little to sell, and I've since scaled that to getting 32 items to sell in one singular day. So it's not going to be fast, but I promise you, if you stick with it, it's going to be worth it. Now, what is our goal here? Because obviously, we don't just want to do this for nothing. But it's not to make $20 here and there, because that really isn't going to amount to anything in the long run. But it's to build momentum and start generating thousands of dollars a month in profits for each and every one of you. So if you have $0, we have to start with things that we already have. Pretty much everybody has stuff laying around their house that they can sell for usually at least $500, but just to be safe, we're going to stick with just $100. As you can see right here, this guy just had a random Star Wars toy, sold it for $80. Another guy had a Xbox One that was just sitting around in your house. So it can be old consoles, old toys, even old clothes, just stuff that you have sitting around your house and don't use anymore. Get rid of it so you can actually get some cash, because at the end of the day, you need money to be able to buy things, and this is by far one of the best ways to start if you don't have any capital up front. Now we're going to list these items on eBay, Facebook, and Mercari. These are going to be our main selling platforms throughout the entire journey. So not even just for these starter items, these are the 3 platforms that we're going to use, that I use every single month, every single day really, to make sales and make money. Now, how do we price items? This is going to be the same for all of our listings, not just these starter ones, but let's say we have a used PlayStation that we don't use anymore. We are going to go on eBay, search for the item, then filter it by sold items. And down here we can see what people are selling that exact item for in similar condition. And as you can see right here, it's going for around $300. So there's one for $350, but just to get it to sell, we're going to price it at $300. So when creating our listing, we want to make sure we have a clear title, well-lit photos, and a detailed description. Just keep it simple. Don't need to overcomplicate it. This is a great example right here. Pretty good title, has storage amount, has model number, console with controller. Then, as you can see, the buyer or the seller right there, they have it priced at $350. We're gonna put ours at $300 though. And used, fully functional, little scratches on body, fence need cleaning, and then good pictures from multiple different angles. Now, that's going to be the same listing strategy you're going to use for every single item. It's not complicated, just do the basics. Now, remember to post on Facebook and Mercari as well, because the more views that you can get on your item, the faster it's going to sell. Now, after you've sold those first few items that you just had laying around your house, that's when we can actually get into buying. And the one and only tool I use for buying is Divine. And yes, it does cost money. It costs $75 a month, but I promise you it is 100% worth it. It's the tool I've used for the last 2 years for sourcing. And as a disclaimer, I do get a percentage of the membership if you buy through me. But I'm telling y'all, this is literally the only tool I've been using, and it's generated me thousands of dollars in profit every single month. There's literally no way you don't make money in this. I'm just using this group. If you can't make at least $75, then I'm sorry, but you're the problem, not the group. But inside there, I created a full server walkthrough video going into great detail about everything that's offered, but I'm going to leave that in the description. I'm not going to go over all that here. I want to get us to buying the first item. Now, we can see in the daily schedule each drop what's happening with a detailed write-up. So for example, something like this Hot Wheels, it was dropped on September 1st, and as you can see right here, the retail cost was $38 plus shipping. So market's about $85 to $130, so we're going to say about $100. So for only a $40 investment, a $100 return isn't bad at all. So we would go to try and buy these. And depending on how much capital you have, you'll be able to buy more or more expensive items even. I'm doing this cheap one just to show that you don't need a ton of money to start with. So say you bought 2 of them, you would be paying just about $90, so $45 each. And like I said before, if you have more capital, you can go for more and get as many as you want. But as soon as we got our order in, we would post it up for sale on eBay as a pre-sale. So this is just selling it before we actually have it in hand. And tons of these were selling hours within buying for $200. So after fees, you can see we get about $165, which is $120 profit per car, which is super great. So even if you just bought 2, like I said before, you're already up $240 from a $90 investment. And these were selling literally just right after the drop happened. Now, as well with the drops and releases, we can also find crazy clearance deals to flip. And these are going to be from all major retailers, like these ones down here: Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and Lowe's. And this is honestly my favorite section. I like it even more than the drops. Even though it is a little bit more work, it's just more fun doing these kind of things. Now, you can make so much money, especially on Facebook Marketplace, because people go on Facebook to try and find deals. So take this Ninja Slushy machine for, well, an ice cream maker, for example. Retail is $170, and they had it as low as $15. Now, this doesn't mean that every single store is going to have $15. That's just the lowest clearance price that is available. But we can see what our store is priced at right here below. All we do is hit that search now button. It'll DM us this, and we can see the prices and the stock at each of the stores around us. So then you can just head in and buy whatever stock you have. So you can see right here, this is actually me who got these ones. I bought 4 of them for $30 each. And so I literally just had to go into the store and buy them, and it was easy as that. It's no like promo code or special thing, but obviously it's hidden clearance, so it's not like this sticker, the $30 each sticker, was just sitting there. It was just marked at regular price, but when you take it to checkout, we'll bring up for only $30 each. Now, we're going to follow our listing routine and post everywhere: Mercari, eBay, and Facebook. And then we just wait for messages and sales. And remember, how we determine pricing? Just by looking at eBay sold listings. So this one I threw it up for $135 and ended up selling one for $120, as well as one for $100. So super quick sales, both those within 24 hours. Now, how do you get to $10,000 profit per month? It's honestly really simple. You just have to reinvest. Buy more, sell more, you're going to make more. And I promise you, it is that simple. But it is still work. It requires action. It's not like you can just buy things, sit back, and then expect them to sell, and then the money's just going to reinvest itself. You have to do the work. You have to buy things. You have to go out and find. You don't have to find these things, but you have to go out and actually buy them, or go online and go after the releases. Now, don't take your profits out until you're making as much money as you'd like. That's where most people are going to mess up. Because say you have $1,000 and within that first month you turn it into $1,500. You take that $500 profit out, then you're back to square one. You're back where you started. So if you want to get to $10,000+ profit per month, you need to be reinvesting all of your money, especially in the very beginning. But you really just buy more clearance items as well as more limited releases. Now, prioritize faster moving items rather than slower movers than just for a little extra money. So cash flow over margin is what I always say. But what I mean by that is, say, for example, when you had one of these dolls. Say you bought it for $70, you listed it for $120, and you got an offer for $100 that same day you listed it. Go ahead and take that $100, and then you can put that $100 into something else that you can then flip and make $120, $130, $140. But don't be so firm on those prices. Like, don't stick at $120 on these for weeks and just get that extra $20, because it's not going to be worth it. You could have made that money, made the quick $30 profit, reinvested into something else, and then made even more from that. So prioritize cash flow over margin. And you follow this plan consistently, and with time, you're guaranteed to hit $10,000 profit. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not going to be instant. It will take time and dedication, but you can make it happen in under 12 months. Just have to put in the work. I promise you guys, you can do it. Now, obviously, I don't want you to go through this alone. I'm here if you have any questions, or honestly, you can just literally ask me whatever, whether it be reselling related or just anything. I'll drop my Instagram down below, but you can always DM me there if you have questions about something specific. Now, I hope you take this step and change your life just like I did, because it's honestly pretty crazy to me. I mean, I went, as you can see right here, this is what I used to be working, which obviously that's not a ton of hours, but this was back when I was in school. I was probably only 15 at this time, and that work right there, that helped get me to where I'm at today. So I'm extremely grateful for it, but I wish you all the best, and thank you all for watching the YouTube. Subscribe if you want to see more videos just like these, and help you get to that $10,000 a month mark. But God bless you in your journey. Thank y'all for watching.